National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Hello there, good evening. Welcome to the National News Broadcast. I'm Niket Karunaratne together with Sharifa Tahir. We'll start off with the headlines as usual.
Price of a litre of octane 92 petrol has been reduced by 40 rupees. Octane 95 litre of petrol has also been reduced by 30 rupees. More public attractions for the Children's Day program of the national television. The President says all must commit to build a wonder world for the children. The Prime Minister says it is the responsibility of the adults to guide the children to live a life filled with virtues. A live telecast from ChannelEye of the national television on the finals between the Sri Lanka and Indian Legends teams. The Sri Lanka team is to arrive in Australia at dawn tomorrow to participate in the T20 World Cup tournament. Russia acquires 4 zones of Ukraine.
On to those and other stories in detail now. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation has decided to reduce the price of a litre of octane 92 petrol by 40 rupees with effect from midnight tonight.
The price of a litre of octane 95 petrol will also be reduced by 30 rupees. Minister in charge Kanchana Wijesekara has declared the price reductions in a Twitter message. Previously, a litre of octane 92 type petrol was sold for 450 rupees. With today's price reduction, the new price of a litre of octane 92 petrol is 410 rupees. Previously, a litre of octane 95 type petrol was sold for 540 rupees. According to the price division, the new price of a litre of octane 95 type petrol is 510 rupees. The CPC has also informed that there is no change in the prices of Lanka Super Diesel, Lanka White Diesel, Lanka Kerosene and Lanka Industrial Kerosene. The corporation also informs owners of filling stations that fuel will be continuously issued according to the National Fuel Permit or the QR system.
In further news, today is World Children's Day and World Elders Day. The theme of the National Children's Day is Our World Where We See a Smile. The theme of National Elders Day is a strengthened adult in a challenging world. It was at the World Conference on Children's Welfare in the year 1925 that a declaration had been made on the need to select a day for the commemoration of the World Children's Day. However, an appropriate day in this regard was selected in the year 1954. Many countries in the world use different days to celebrate the event. Sri Lanka has selected October 1st as the day for the commemoration of children. This year's National Children's Day ceremony was conducted at the second stage premises in Setsiripaya, Battaramulla. It was organized by the State Ministry on Women's and Children's Affairs and Social Empowerment. The United Nations organization has been celebrating World Elders Day every year on the 1st of October since the year 1990. The National Adult Secretariat says Sri Lanka's adult population has reached nearly 3 million. Attention has already been focused on adult welfare, legal provisions on security, empowerment and implementation of national adult health policies. The national ceremony of the Adults' Day was held at the auditorium of the Ministry of Social Empowerment this afternoon. State Minister Kumarasinghe has presided over the National Children's Day ceremony at the Setsiripaya premises in Battaramulla this afternoon. State Minister Shanta Bandara has also participated in the event. It was organized by the State Ministry on Women's and Children's Affairs and Social Empowerment. Children who have displayed skills at the Commonwealth competition were presented with medals. The International Adults' Day National Commemoration Ceremony was conducted at the Ministry of Women's and Children's Affairs and Social Empowerment today. On this occasion, several programs to strengthen the adult community were conducted. Suwasarana Insurance Scheme on behalf of the adults was unveiled at the ceremony. The chief guest at the event was State Minister Anupa Pasquale.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the contemporary society we adults live in is not the world appreciated by the children.
Therefore, we should apprehend this fact through intellect and create a world for the children as never before in history. The President has made these observations issuing a message in connection with the World Children's and Adults' Day.
In his message, he further says that the presence is very different in comparison to the social background the children were engaged in the past few years. Such a background, the President adds that it is his responsibility as head of state to guarantee that all children gain access to a balanced meal comprised with the appropriate number of calories. He further says that he also takes the onerous responsibility of setting up an advanced and developed country where children are provided with adequate nutrition. President Wickremesinghe has further pointed out that activities pertaining to safeguarding poor and underprivileged groups are being carried out methodically and in the appropriate manner. A balanced meal is being given to children at government expense. A program to provide a nutritious meal to 1,080,000 school children prior to the commencement of schools' academic activities is underway. The attention of the government has also been focused on the provision of an additional allowance to the current allowance being provided to the pregnant mothers. Furthermore, the government is also looking into the possibility of providing a monthly allowance for families without food security. It is a responsibility of all to endearingly safeguard the enchanting childhood of children as well as the adult community who makes unrestricted commitments for the well-being of the country. Our caring nature is a feature embedded in our culture, food, education, sports, aesthetic aspects, recreation, sleep, mental health and physical health are the major requirements of especially the children. We are bound by cultural obligations and legal status to fulfill these needs. It is the opinion of the President that it is the responsibility of parents and teachers other than the government to cater these requirements without postponing them to the future. President Ranil Wickremesinghe has requested all parties concerned to commit themselves with dedication to usher the era where all children and adults are being dearly looked after as close associates in society. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena says it is a responsibility of the adult generation to direct the children to lead a quality life.
He has made these remarks participating in an educational scholarship presentation program organized by the All Ceylon Buddhist Congress. The event has been conducted in connection with the 104th anniversary of the ACBC scholarships, where scholarships were presented to bhikkhus as well as school children. 61 children selected from island-wide Shasanaraksha Balamandalas have received scholarships under the preliminary stage of the scholarship presentation program. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena said that these children are the future generation of the country. They should be protected. The Prime Minister also said that due to the lack of having a proper post-school education, many youth are engaged in experimental lifestyles. He added that it was due to this reason that the President has commenced programs to impart knowledge in economic and other disciplines and professional knowledge to the youth. In further news, the Festival of Arts organised by the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation in connection with the National Children's Day was successfully conducted throughout the day.
Today at the Independence Square and SLRC premises in Colombo is where this was conducted. Large crowds have flocked to the Children's Day ceremonies held after a lapse of 2 years. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, W.B. Ganegala, Director General Ajanta Senaviratne and other corporation officials have presided over the conducting of the event. The Western musical band of the Sirima Bandaranaike Girls School of Colombo has highlighted the colourful ceremony. A display of motorcycles by the Sri Lanka Army Police Motorcycle Unit was another source of attraction. Many creative educational programs, including drawings for children, were also conducted throughout. A book dancera was also organised.
And also for this wonderful performance.
Large groups of children have also participated in the children's drawing competition organized under the sponsorship of the Korean Embassy. Presentation of gifts to the exceptional competitors was conducted by Korean Ambassador Santoshi Wongjin-jong and Mrs. Jong and Chairman and Director General of the SLRC. Several concerts by male and female children has been another enchanting feature at the festival.
Ayubuan, wanakam. Do you know what the Korean language? Ayubuan, wanakam. 반갑습니다. 마모 스리랑카베 코리아노 따나푸티 산투시 운진정. As you know, Santush means happiness. I'm very happy. So happy Children's Day. Suopetum. Today I'd like to congratulate Children's Day for all children who joined us today. On this special day, I'd like to say we'd like to prepare for a very good, favorable environment where children can achieve their common goals. You are Sri Lanka leader, future leader, and I'd like to see you will be a world leader. And please, parents, adults, try best to prepare for a wonderful world for children.
Chairman of the SLRC, W.B. Ganegala, said that handing back of the enchanting world of the children once again further lightens their world. He added that the SLRC remains ready today as well as tomorrow, as it did in the past, to color the lives of the children. He added that in order to achieve this objective, all facilities are being provided for the children to fulfill their ambitions.
Many commemoration ceremonies have been organized in connection with the World's Children's Day in many areas of the island today. The World Children's Day commemoration ceremony at the Lady Ridgeway Children's Hospital in Colombo was presided over by the director of the hospital, Dr. G. Vijay Surya. Major highlights of the ceremony included children's dancing and singing performances. Minister Susil Premajayant has presided over another Children's Day ceremony at the Sugatadasa Stadium in Colombo. Mayor of Colombo, Mrs. Rosie Sena Nayaka, has visited the Adults and Children's Home in Battaramulla today in order to attend a World's Children's Day and World's Adult Day ceremony. President's Coordinating Director, Tharindu Caldera, has presided over a similar ceremony organized by the Kotte Municipal Council at the council. The Photographic Society of the Dharmadutta College in Badulla has also organised an exhibition parallel to World Children's Day at the Badulla Town Hall yesterday. The guest of honour was the Uva Province Educational Secretary, Mrs. Sandhya Abanwala. A program to provide printing papers for students of the Karandeniya Central College in Gaul was held yesterday in parallel to World Children's Day. Minister of Agriculture Mahinda Amaraveera says steps have been taken to order necessary fertilizer stocks for the Maha season without a shortage.
The minister, at a discussion at the President's office recently, further said that the measures are also underway to hand over these fertilizer stocks to the farmers in a methodical manner. Attention has also been focused in depth on this occasion on the future plans of the supply of fertilizer for the Maha season. The government has given stern attention over the supply of organic and chemical fertilizer for paddy cultivation and other agricultural activities in the Maha season. Minister Amaraveera has further pointed out that therefore farmers are able to commence Maha season cultivations without any doubt. State Minister Mohan Priyadarshan de Silva and President's Secretary Saman Ekanayak have also attended. Meanwhile, President's advisor Ruwan Wijewardena has presided over a discussion on how to utilize the National Weather Plan for the development of the country. The meeting took place at the President's office recently. Among other notable personalities who have attended the discussion included advisors of the Meteorological Dangerous Forum, Mrs. Sarah Jane Ahmed and Mrs. Miniate Fabina. The draft relating to incorporating the National Weather Plan for the development of the country was presented to the President's Secretary on this occasion. It is scheduled to identify all potentialities in sectors affecting the irrigation and agricultural fields. The Kandy Odyssey train transport between Colombo Fort and Kandy railway stations has commenced today, targeting local and foreign tourists. The maiden intercity express train journey commenced from Colombo Fort railway station from 6:30 in the morning. Minister Bandula Gunawardena and officials of the railway department were also present on the occasion. On every weekend and also on government holidays, the Kandy Odyssey train leaves Colombo at 6:30 am and arrives in Kandy on the same day at 4:50 pm. The return journey to Colombo from Kandy commences. Passengers are being accorded the opportunity to reserve seats for all classes beforehand. The local and foreign tourists are also being provided the opportunities to watch many places of tourist attraction between Colombo and Kandy, and especially between Rambukana and Kandy. Large number of passengers have travelled in the Kandy Odyssey train to Kandy even today, the inaugural day. They would commence the return journey to Colombo Fort at 4:50 pm after visiting the Sri Dalada Maligava and Peradeniya Botanical Gardens and other locations.
The Day of European Languages was celebrated in Sri Lanka on the 26th of last month. It was organised by the Goethe Institute in Sri Lanka in collaboration with the Council of Europe, European Union, Alliance Française, British Council, DAAD, and the Ministry of Education, Sri Lanka, to bring awareness on the importance of learning languages. The occasion was embraced by the presence of many important delegates and over 200 government school teachers and students in total. It has been pointed out that the event was nothing short of a success, with various language workshops carried out by the Goethe Institute, British Council and Alliance Française. Exciting quizzes on general knowledge related to global languages, interesting performances performed by the participants, fun outdoor activities like cookie decorations, dog and the bone, face painting and dart game, an item giveaway stall put up by the Swiss Embassy, a prize giving for the quiz competition winners, and teachers training programs for language teachers.
The Public Utility Commission says there is a possibility of incorporating into the national grid the power capacity of the two dysfunctioning power generators at the Lakvijaya power plant in Norathole within 2 weeks. Meanwhile, Minister Kandy Odyessey says the advance payments have already been made for the ordering of second consignment of coal required for power generation. The minister in his Twitter message further says that the second consignment of coal has been obtained via the tender for coal made last year. He further says that this tender will be continuously maintained. The Public Utility Commission says with the adding of power capacities of the two non-functioning generators of the Lakvijaya power station in Norathole to the national grid within the next 2 weeks, there may not be power cuts of longer durations until January of next year.
Social media usage has a prominent place in the world today. On this World Children's Day, we talk about a conducive act performed by social media activists on behalf of children.
Children are the future of a country. Education is the most important factor of the children's life. Today we came to Buttala to report an incident which was done by a social media group for the betterment of the education of the children.
A program has been organized recently to distribute necessary school equipment to school children of low-income families in the Buttala education zone. The event was conducted at the Buttala Vagruela Central College under the direction of Troop Commander of the Buttala Army College, Brigadier Manada Yahampat. Necessary school books, uniforms and footwear to 280 school children selected from low-income families in 6 remote schools in the Buttala education zone took place. In addition, dry rations were handed over to 60 families. The value of the items distributed exceeded 3 million rupees. The educational authorities in the area have selected a special methodology to select the recipient students. The national television and several other institutions, as well as foreign philanthropists, have extended their assistance in the program organized by the Born in 84 social media group.
Welcome back, and we move on to news overseas now. Russia has formally annexed 4 occupied regions of Ukraine in a move sparking international condemnation.
President Vladimir Putin signed accession treaties with the region's Moscow-installed leaders at a ceremony in the Kremlin's opulent St. George's Hall yesterday. Watched by members of the political elite, he declared the regions would forever be part of Russia. Kiev reacted by launching a new fast-track bid to join the NATO alliance, flanked by his Prime Minister and the Speaker of the Parliament. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukraine had long been a de facto member of the security bloc and accused Moscow of redrawing borders using murder, blackmail, mistreatment and lies. We're taking our decisive step by signing Ukraine's application for accelerated accession to NATO, Mr. Zelensky said, speaking from the center of Kiev. NATO's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg was reluctant to be drawn on the bid. Prime Minister Liz Truss has admitted there has been disruption in the UK economy following the mini-budget.
Writing in The Sun, she said that she had acted decisively and would keep an iron grip on the nation's finances. The government unveiled £45 billion of tax cuts funded by borrowing last week, but did not accompany it with the usual economic assessment of plans. That worried investors, causing the pound to slump and forcing the Bank of England to step in to reassure markets.
Welcome back, and now it's sports news. The final match of the Road Safety World Series is now being played in Raipur, India, between the Sri Lanka and Indian Legends teams. India Legends won the toss and chose to bat first. We now move on to the live telecast of the match.
Extra pace is what beat Yuvraj on that shot.
Just the one man on the leg side.
In further sports news, the Sri Lankan cricket team competing in the T20 World Cup cricket tournament is scheduled to leave the island at dawn tomorrow. Captain Dasun Shanaka said at a media briefing at the Sri Lankan cricket yesterday that his team is ready to make a change at the World Cup tournament.
The World Cup Unveiling of official jersey of the Sri Lanka cricket team has taken place at the Katunayaka trade zone yesterday. Sri Lanka cricketers, including Captain Dasun Shanaka, have participated in the event. President of the Sri Lankan cricket, Shami Silva, and other officials have also attended. A special feature has been that the jersey has been designed to withstand weather conditions in Australia during the period of the conducting of the World Cup tournament. This jersey reflects the pride of Sri Lankan cricket victory at the Asia Cup tournament, as well as the gallantry of the Lion.
That's all the news for today. Join us again at the same time tomorrow. Good night.
Have a pleasant night.